But climate change is making the desert ever harsher. So it makes sense to limit private water use in favor of irrigation.
When Sheikh Zayed was assigned to be ruler of Abu Dhabi, he was having a big vision in his mind, which he started it from Al Ain, which is the greening of the desert. And then he moved it here in 1971, which means he started planting trees on the island and preparing a nice environment for the animals.
Many species of animals from different regions of the world have found a home here. For one particular species from the Arabian Peninsula, the wildlife refuge was a matter of life and death.
At the time when Sir Banias was established, the Arabian oryx was one of the very endangered species. We only have few left in the country and in the region. So Sheikh Zayed basically decided to allocate this island, which is a huge island, for protection of this species at the time, among others. Almost 40 years later from the establishment of this island, today the Arabian oryx is no longer an endangered species.
For the Arabian oryx, Sir Banias became a safe haven, paving the way for an amazing comeback. The desert is considered to be Allah's garden, from which he removed everything that was superfluous. But wild animals were by no means a part of that.
Sir Banias Island is 87 square kilometers, and half of our land is a nature reserve, animals freely roaming inside. There are mountains, grass patches areas, on the plantations, the trees. Yeah.
The island reserve also provides protection for eland antelopes, Barbary sheep from North Africa, and blackbuck antelopes during mating season. Unlike elsewhere, the animals here don't face poaching or other harmful human influences. That's reflected in their relaxed demeanor.
We do have different species in the island, mostly from like Africa, Middle East, and Asia, more likely from India. Most of the animals are gifted or donated to the Sheikh Zayed because he used to save his own species at the beginning, and neighbor countries realized, why don't we ask him to take care of our species?
It's no secret that striped hyenas and cheetahs are severely threatened. But it's less well known that giraffes are also endangered. In some countries, even gazelles have died out.
The biggest challenge is the harsh climate, high temperatures and humidity. Apart from these natural challenges, we have the challenges of providing, like for different species which are not from this region, providing them with the ecological requirements that they need to survive here on the island.
The abilities of wild animals to learn and adapt can be studied here. It's not only the herbivores that wait for their daily feeding. So do the predators.
Once in a day, the truck go in the park, they drop off the food in the feeding stations. the animals, they do know the time or where they get their food. So they do move around pretty much mornings, quite active in the feeding stations. And the water, we don't want to make a big pond, then animals get rely on that water, then they need water all the time kind of thing. We want animals to move around all the island to look for the water from the grass patches areas.
African cheetahs have been known to incorporate safari vehicles and even airplanes into their hunting strategies. So knowing daily feeding times is child's play. Still, not every hunt ends in success. It's home to one of the biggest contemporary nature conservation efforts, Sir Bani Yas, a desert island packed with wildlife. Animals from multiple continents roam freely on the island. Sir Bani Yas is part of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, or UAE. The reserve was established by Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan, who created a kind of Noah's Ark for one of the rarest species at the time, the Arabian oryx. This island of the white antelope became Abu Dhabi's natural oasis.